Derek Stingley Jr. is the best cornerback in college football after year one. Derek Stingley Sr. Is a defensive coach over at Dunham. He's a longtime athlete around football, baseball, great trainer, and as we said, his son is the best defensive back in the game. He's a good friend of our show and has also been in Baton Rouge for a while. Coach, you got a best sandwich spot?
Well, I do actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I like I go to Curbside.
Yep.
They have this tuna sandwich. I know it's not a burger, but it's a tuna sandwich and it's delicious.
Wow. All right.
Every time I go, that's what I go get. But they have a limited menu now, so you can't get it until I guess they open fully. So
Damn.
yeah.
A lot of your recommendations coming from Government Street, Sammy. That's another one. Curbside.
It's a sandwich hotspot.
Yeah, it's a nice
Government's got a lot of great food on it.
Hey, we talked to Tommy Moffitt 30 minutes ago, and it's his responsibility, obviously, to get the crew ready for next season. How about for Derek? What between year one and year two, from somebody who has been so influential on his development, are you looking for him to improve on, or to maybe take a next step?
Well, believe it or not, him and I, we've been training during the quarantine, 3 days out of a week, kind of just working on some of the things that was more so as negative plays on, whether it was, just trying to make sure his stance is the way it needs to be, more consistent with, maybe a quicker release on the guys, kind of playing the inside routes a little more physical, just taking care of his body a little better. With him, it's all about rest. He has a hard time sleeping at night, so he wasn't getting the proper rest that he needed, in my opinion, during the season. So I'm staying on him about that, and it's just just doing something different. He did a little ballet, a little bit, just to try to work on flexibility and just to move different muscles, things like that. So I won't allow him to be static, to get lazy during times like this. So naturally, I'm always on him, and I'm his trainer. So he has to be at the training session. So
Wake up! Real quick,
wake up,
dude. Does he want to? I don't get the. I know you're his dad, so you probably are on his. You're always on him, but I don't get the sense that he even wants to be like that. Does he have that in him?
What, to be lazy?
I think Jordy's talking about like not working.
Well, I mean, he has his days. He has his moments. He's still 18 years old, and but I have to push him because some of our workouts, it's some of the same stuff we've been doing since he was 5 and 6 years old, and it's like he's like, okay, what's next? I get it. I know. Okay, we're about to do this. So I need maximum effort, and sometimes he don't do it, and then we have to start the whole drill over. And he don't like that.
That's the Tommy Moffitt stuff right there, dude.
Yeah, and then I have some of his other guys out there, like Eric Monroe. He's been there a lot.
Okay.
I have Elias Ricks, Maurice Hampton, Cordell Flott is out there. So those guys, they're all working, and they're looking to be better this year for sure.
Well, and I mean, just hearing you rattle those names off really reminds you how much talent there is in that room right now. So obviously, Junior, he's got that starting job locked up. Flott is interesting, right? Because he really came on at the end of last season, and you've worked with Elias Ricks as well. That's going to be a battle. Where do those two stand right now in your mind?
I mean, with Flott, he's so quick. Like, he comes in and out of his breaks as fast as anybody I've seen. He needs to put on a little more weight, but I think probably during his quarantine he lost a little bit. But I'm pretty sure he'll get it back once Moffitt get a hold of him.
Yeah.
But he's the one that I believe that probably got the edge a little bit. But Elias, oh my goodness, this kid is a hard worker. I mean, he puts in the time. He doesn't complain about nothing. He's long. His arms are so long. When we work press drills, oh my God, he gets his hands on those guys immediately, and he has sticky coverage. Even down the field. It's gonna be interesting. I think all three of them, naturally, with Derek being between Flott and Elias, those two, they're gonna play. They're gonna play a lot.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, and now the nickel position is essentially just a 12th starter on defense. So, yeah, there's playing time to be had. To go back to Derek Stingley Jr., Coach, one of the things, it's funny, you mentioned negative plays last year. It's like you barely even remember any as a casual fan. But the most amazing part to me was the ball skills, right? And I can't get away from the Texas game where he's D'd up with Colin Johnson. He's on the outside. And you see in super slow-mo as he literally grabs and crushes Johnson's hand in a vice grip. Perfect timing. Is that, like, do y'all train for that? How do you do drills for that? Or does he just kind of have that naturally?
You know what, T-Bob, we do work on bad ball drills.
Okay.
We do that all the time. Because I always tell all the DBs I train, I'm never going to throw you a clean ball, meaning a perfect spiral or something easy to catch. Every now and then I'll do it on some deep balls. But other than that, everything is going to come at you different. It's going to be a knuckle. It's going to be a wobbler. It's going to be hard. It's going to be, kind of low and where you have to use good body control, because those are the catches that you may wind up getting more of those, because maybe a tip ball here, the quarterback may be pressured, running this way, get his arm hit. So I say if we can control these balls and catch these kind, once we get in the game, it's almost second nature. You've seen this ball before, so it's easy to move your body and to catch it, perfectly. So, I mean, we do it a lot, and then every now and again we're in the session with this drill called. Well, it's a game called bad ball drills. This process of elimination. Who's ever all out there. So let's say if I'm training 6 guys, we just go all the way down. We all get in a circle and we throw balls at each other. The ones who's missed it, they're out. And then we get to the last guy, and the last guy who wins, he doesn't have to do the punishment drill that we do. It's pretty hard with the punishment, and they don't like that drill. So it's competitive, and I mean it's good to see that those guys want to be great, and I think they will be.
After evaluating 15 games against him going against college competition, was his best game Georgia?
Stat-wise, yes, I believe. I say his best game was Vanderbilt, to be honest. He had his hands on a lot of balls that day. I mean, he had a couple of pass breakups that probably should have been an interception, and naturally it was his first interception game as well. Yeah. I mean, that's the one I look at where I was like, okay, yeah, he's really playing some real football. Now the Georgia game, with the 2 interceptions, I mean,
they just went at him 16 times.
Yeah, they I don't know why.
I mean, it was like, bro, what are y'all doing? I mean, I guess. But you know who got the memo was Clemson. Clemson didn't even look at him.
No.
Yeah. Clemson threw I think it was three balls his way. But the Georgia game was. I mean, I say Vanderbilt Georgia 1A 1B. That type of game. But for me, when I just look at how many times he got his hands on the ball, I know the 2 picks are huge, because they're momentum changers. But for the Vanderbilt game, he was really around the ball a lot, and that's big for a defensive back.
We're talking to Coach Derek Stingley Jr. here on Off the Bench.
Senior.
And sorry, what did I say? Junior, senior. Excuse me. My bad, Coach. That's on me. Now, okay, so you're talking about training these guys, and something Jordy said kind of stuck out, right? That Clemson game. They only attack them, like you said, 3 times. How do you train these guys when they become that dominant corner and suddenly teams are completely ignoring you? How do you keep that edge when you're not getting thrown out 12 times a game, right? Like where you have one, maybe your chance comes with one opportunity and you have to show up at that opportunity. How do you keep them locked in and prepared for that?
Well, T-Bob, it goes right back to what I said in the beginning when the drills that I've worked with Derek, we've been doing it since he was 5 and 6 years old. And he goes through it nonchalant. And I'm like, nope, do it again. Start it over. You have to always stay ready. You got to give me 100% no matter what, because you just never know when the ball is going to come your way. So don't lax. Just be ready and understand that, they may not throw balls at you for the 76 snap that they have on offense, but the 77 snap, it could come to you, and it could be a big play. So let's be ready.
From Dunham High School, and Derek Stingley Jr.'s father, Derek Stingley Sr., a good friend of our show here on Off the Bench. Everybody good, family well through this quarantine. I imagine everybody's trying to get back to normal, huh?
Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, we had a little cabin fever, when all this was going on, but now since they're loosening things up a little bit, feel like we have a little normalcy around here just to get out and move out. So yeah, we're good. Hope
Coach,
you guys are doing well too.
Coach, it's good to catch up with you. We'll get you back in studio once we open up the doors over here at Guarantee. Thanks for the time this morning.
All right, guys. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Coach.
sir.